I think Mr. Murthy has really touched upon very, very important and key aspects of the political system and our engagement with the political system. And just in keeping with what he said, I just want to read out the BPAC's charter, which says that the objective, the Bangalore Political Action Committee is being established to promote a good quality of life for all citizens of the metropolis, which is Bangalore. A, to promote and sustain good governance practices and policies for the economic competitiveness, social well-being, and inclusive growth of the city. These are all things that Mr. Murthy touched upon. To promote integrity and transparency in all arms of the government and to enhance the image of Bangalore. To improve the quality of infrastructure in the city based on global high standards. To identify and support strong candidates for public offices at all levels of governance from Bangalore City, City Council, Legislature and Parliament. BPAC is agnostic to the political affiliation of candidates and will only focus on their alignment to the specific agenda of BPAC itself. To create a safer city where the rule of law is ensured for all. Strategy. BPAC will seek to achieve its goals through concerted strategic interventions. The Constitution, law and process of public administration broadly define the framework within which our democracy operates, and therefore our interventions will focus on these. A, support voter registration efforts to maximize people's participation in democracy. B, establish an agenda for Bangalore which is inclusive and for the benefit of all Bangaloreans. C, establish a steady stream of outreach and communication to all citizens to whom the agenda of BPAC can be communicated and whose support can be channeled to further the agenda. D, engagement with the political leadership of all parties to seek to further the agenda for Bangalore. E, provide financial support to candidates contesting BBMP council seats, the 27 assembly seats in BBMP areas, and the MP seats from Bangalore who support the agenda for Bangalore. F, develop and maintain a program of informing voters about BPAC-supported candidates in elections and recommend that they vote for them. And G, espouse legal processes necessary to further the agenda for Bangalore. Okay, so I would also like to broadly share with you the agenda for Bangalore, which has been scripted by the Bangalore Political Action Committee. The agenda for Bangalore basically covers proper governance structure for the city, focusing on separation of planning and administration, accountable city government, special statute for Bangalore, the city government as an important third tier of government, and expertise. This is a very important aspect where we want to appoint technical members in the boards of these civic agencies and technical advisory groups in each agency that bring in the expertise of private citizens into the regular functioning of service providers. Promoting citizen inclusion in governance by appointing citizens with necessary expertise in tackling urban problems as nominated corporates in BBMP, including corporators in BBMP, including citizen experts in each of the standing committees of BBMP, forming ward committees in each neighborhood, thereby involving citizens in routine works at the ward level, strengthening the finances of the local body and other city agencies. Profession tax collected in the city should be earmarked by the state government for the city. 50% of the stamp duties collected on property transactions in BBMP limits should be given to the city. 50% of the road tax collected in the BBMP limits should be given to the city. Such funds can be given either to BBMP or to BDA for infrastructure development. The principle of such use of funds can be applied in all cities in the state, and they would benefit from the infusion of such funds. Then we are focusing on ensuring accountability of civic agencies, public disclosure of expenditure on all projects, public information on all tenders for works executed in the city, regular progress reports on all projects, performance audits of projects undertaken by the officials of BBMP and other agencies with scope for citizen feedback, CAG audit for the municipal body each year, a public accounts committee to be created in BBMP to provide continuous improvement in standards for project execution, developing strong infrastructure, strengthening the foundations of public policies by strengthening urban representation and campaign finance, public outreach through various mechanisms. A network of supportive citizens known as the Friends of BPAC will be formed to extend the advocacy of BPAC into different parts of the city and in different fora. The BPAC website will register those who are similarly keen on reforms in the city and send them regular updates of the work BPAC is doing, along with suggestions on how they can be co-advocates with us in furthering the agenda for Bangalore. BPAC will partner with organizations engaged in similar work to promote reforms in the city and take up specific initiatives. BPAC will maintain a media outreach program by which material for the media is specifically prepared and distributed. Structure and governance of BPAC. It's a legal entity. BPAC proposes to form a public charitable trust. Board of trustees, these will be the initial founding members who are coming together to form the trust. Board of management, this will include persons who are involved in the routine running of the trust, and they will be aided by a chief coordination officer and other staffers. Board of mentors, this will include eminent citizens of the city whose guidance and support for the initiatives of BPAC will give it a solid foundation to shape public perception. Staff, initially the staff shall consist of the chief coordination officer and 3 staffers to assist him or her. So this basically gives you an idea of what we are planning to do, and with that I will open it up to question and answers.